What's up, guys? Pandemonium 150. I'm doing an album review before the covers album review thing, whatever you like to call it. Because it takes a little bit longer to download than these ones. So at the end of the video, it's gonna say I'll be doing a cover album review, which means this is the one now. So let's get to it. Accept, Balls to the Wall. I personally love this album. A lot of people say they sound too much like Motorhead across from the side of AC/DC. I think they sound... When I first heard this, even, I don't know his name, they're from the Metal Voice. One of them said, like, when they first heard it, like, he didn't know if it was a mix of AC/DC, or I forgot the other person he mentioned, or just both. He said that right when it hit the chorus, like, balls to the wall, it blew through the speakers. First time I heard that, it did the same. I got hooked. From that video, I got hooked on Accept. I just heard about them a few weeks ago. I listened to Balls to the Wall non-stop, and I burnt my own CD from them. Balls to the Wall. I love that. Along with London Leather Boys. I love that song, too. It explodes the speaker just as much as, God. Balls to the Wall. So, one of my other favorite ones, is, Fight It Back. And also Head Over Heels. I can't describe his voice. A lot of people told me he had a condition. I don't believe that. A lot of people haven't heard of Accept. So, as I tell him that, I tell him to look up Balls to the Wall. Make sure you listen to that song. It will change your mind about music, basically. I used to be all about Metallica. Non-stop. Everything had to be Metallica. So I decided, I can't always listen to this band. So I went out and got other CDs. Like, you got Accept, Balls to the Wall. You got, I got Guns N' Roses. All the other stuff. But right now we're talking about Accept. I have to listen to their other albums. I just got into them a few weeks ago. So, this album, along with the album cover, people told me that it was, I have no idea. The album cover is strange. But when I tell people about this album, like Balls to the Wall, they're automatically gonna think, oh, why? Like, they automatically think of the private parts. And I don't know why they always think that. It's just, this generation does not know good music anymore. Some do. But it's hard to find. They're hard to find. Freaking voice. They're hard to find in my town. I live in a small town called Wapakoneta in Ohio. You don't find anyone like this anymore. You got the country, farmer, FFA stuff. You got the, people, I'm surrounded by people who think they're swag. People don't know the real meaning of swag. I can give a less load of crap what swag. All I care about is, sometimes I wish I could just time warp back to the 90s and 80s and 70s, where music was really alive. I don't have much to say about Avenged Sevenfold, and I'll get to that in another video. Right now, Accept. Winter Dreams, I think it's called Winter Dreams. I haven't listened to it much. One of the best ballads I've ever heard since The Unforgiven. When I heard one of the guys from the Metal Voice say AC/DC never wrote a ballad, they're right. I looked it up. AC/DC ballad. It would say, "Oh, videos not found, content not found." It's strange, actually. I like AC/DC as much as the next guy, but make a ballad. I'm pretty... AC/DC. I'll talk about that later. I'm not gonna get much into other bands right now. I have London Leather Boys stuck in my head for the longest time. And I gotta say, you guys have to check out this song. You don't like Accept? Fine by me, I don't care. Wow. Mega voice crack. Alright, I'm getting too close to the microphone. Alright, hope. So, Accept. Balls to the Wall. Ignore the album cover. I heard it was one of their roadies. I don't know. But, also, do check out the Metal Voice. They're really cool. They're really cool. They're really enthusiastic. And, I'm not giving them the shout to get sympathy from them. I'm just telling you, you gotta check them out. They did really good. They're really cool. And, yeah. So, that was, Accept Balls to the Wall. Make sure you check it out. And I'll see you next time.